Hey guys, Fleming Chicken. I know earlier I said I probably wouldn't be posting another video, but I really haven't gotten to look through this binder, which was a Facebook buy. I had a small glance of it a while back. So this was some part of my Facebook buys. So yeah, I haven't actually seen what's in this binder yet. I know it's Pokemon cards, and I know it's mainly rares. I think it's all rares. So there's some newer cards. Looks like we've got some V cards. They're not. I don't think they're V maxes. They're just Vs. Um, there's a Glaceon EX. And a Shining Red Gyarados. Is it Shining if it's not in the title? I know Red Gyarados is a Shining Pokemon. So, what else do we have? Some GXs. Some Blastoise GXs, some Raichu GXs, some Flygon Ultra Rare, Ultra Rare. So yeah, some pretty cool cards. Mega Evolution, Gamma X, first edition Dark Dragonite. Sadly not hollow though. First edition Dark Dragonair. Dragonite, Moltres, Zapdos, non-hollows, but still some hollow energies, various degrees, diagonal, up, down. Got ourselves it's so hard to read, even with not on camera. Metagross, Deoxys, Metagross, I'm not certain, probably Metagross. Some others. Blaziken, Blossom, Mew, Jolteon, Porygon Z. I didn't even know that was a thing, but now I do. Lucario, Mew again, Sceptile, Latios, Dragonite, Luxray, Garbodor, another Metagross, another Dragonite, Darkrai, Rayquaza, Hollow, looks pretty good. Another Latias, Incineroar, Susween, Milotech, Altaria, Moltres. That'll go with the Moltres collection. A sadly not the one that's worth like an absolute fortune. If you don't know, I'm talking about. I think it's a Lugia from 2001, 2003, some sort of promo Lugia that if it's hollow first edition, like even in the low PSAs, it goes for a ton. Kyogre, sadly not with the Gold Star though. That Gold Star makes it worth a good amount of money. Articuno, non-hollow. So yeah, this guy seemed to have like all the legendary fossil birds, but all non-hollow. But it is what it is. A whole fleet of Latioses, Raikou, Palkia, some interesting ones. I know Celebi, Jirachi, Arceus. You'd figure he'd be stronger for who he's, supposed to represent within the Pokemon universe, but whatever. Rigagas, who's, from what I can tell, fairly strong. 160 damage. I know it's not the strongest thing in Pokemon. I've already gone over the most OP offensive card. Wow, even Necrozoma has a thing called Special Laser that is 100 plus damage. Can do up to 160. I mean, I guess it's the exact same amount, but still. So yeah, just got this off Facebook Marketplace. Some decent pulls. I know I'm not pulling it out, but I mean, you get the drift. Everything seems to be in good standing. I do wish there was more vintage Pokemon, and the vintage Pokemon that are in here I wish were like Hollows first editions and Shadowlesses, but it's fine. Pokemon cards from the Detective Pikachu movie, so I think those are cool. I really do. I think those are cool arts. How they're like humanized in a sense. Mewtwo. I got a decent amount of Snubbles now. Oh, that Ditto will go with my Ditto collection. I don't know if anyone ever remembers these. Apparently they come from like Burger King, but I remember having a ton of these. I remember having like all the ones hollow, and I used to take those to school because they weren't the playing cards, and we would just tear them up. And man, I wish I'd have never gotten rid of those. Along with some other Pokemon items I had. So some more vintage, but nothing crazy. I don't think there's any rare vintage. Looks like it's all just like commons, uncommons for vintage. I guess Dark Magneton's rare. And Dark Dodrio and Dark Golbat. Okay. Several Dark Dodrios. Still no hollows though for the vintage, which is kind of interesting considering how many hollows were in this binder. Just not of and just some energies, as everyone usually does. They put their energies in the back. Yeah, not a lot of hollows though. Oh, some first editions. I don't think there's any Shadowlesses, but some first editions and some more binder pages I can use to try and speed along my binders. I know I said I wasn't going to make a video because I have to clean. Believe it or not, I did make a pretty big dent. All of that carpet was cards, not just the ones in the center, but literally every piece of carpet you see currently in the screen was cards. So I've made a good dent with some other things I've had to do. I don't have a natural value assessment on this quite yet off the top of my head. But it's a good pull. Definitely a lot of the newer cards, at least newer to me. So, I know the Detective Pikachu cards didn't come out until 2018, 2019. I can't remember when the movie quite came out, but yeah, those were fairly newer. A bunch of the newer like legendaries like Kyogre, Groudon, and Palkia and Deoxys and Zekrom. So yeah, there's a lot of the legendaries in here too. I mean, it seems like a good bit of legendaries, and there was the dogs and the birds. So that's pretty good. No Ho-Oh, I don't think. That's fine. Try and get some more Facebook polls, but I really need to sell some more cards. Fair warning. So I guess this also adds to the video. What you will need to understand is selling cards, individual cards, does take a while because you're looking for someone who has money, who's hunting down a specific card, and sometimes usually in a specific condition, with a not like, oh, I only want it in an 8, but I want it at least to be an 8. So it does take a while to sell cards individually because you're not really selling individual cards to children. Now, some players and kids may look for cards individually because it might just complete their deck just the right way. So instead of them buying a bunch of packs or whatever and opening them to hope to get their card, they just can buy the one card they need, save them some time, get it in a good condition, and get it exactly how they want it. So that's kind of who you're selling to usually when you're selling individual cards. Now, if you're selling lots of cards on eBay or Facebook Marketplace, you probably will catch some kids' attention. Probably convince their parents just, oh, hey, mom, dad, this on eBay is 200 cards for 20, 30 bucks. But at Walmart, 20, 30 bucks only gets me 50 cards. Can we get it? So that's kind of who that marketing is to. But individuals, collectibles, you're kind of looking more at adults and maybe just really rich kids though too. That kind of concludes my video. It is getting very late for the night. I am hoping that this does pull around what I need it to, more of a profit than anything. It should. I do have some other lots I have to go through. I need to sort a ton of cards. Um, this is becoming quite the project. I think when I do finally get rid of most of these, it will either be through giveaways or it will be through lot pulls to where I start filing them by lots of 100 and just send them out. Um, so yeah, I think that's going to be the case. Um, to get rid of most of these commons and uncommons, it's still worth taking a look to see if any of them are worth money. I have a bunch of vintage ones, and the vintage ones, even commons and uncommons, are still worth a good bit of money. An example would be like these Shadowless's Onyx and Jinx. No, not like a good bit of money, but like they can range even unrated like $5-10 a piece, and then if you have them PSA rated, if you find the right buyer, you're willing to wait, you can get them up in the $20 range because they're shadowless and they're the originals. First edition definitely helps. But what people are really big on is rares, holos, first editions, PSA 10s. That's of course the big money makers. And if you haven't seen our series, we are doing a series. We've got 3 episodes so far on is it worth it to rate this Pokemon type card. And so far we have a video on Pinsir, Magnum, and Kabutops. If I have more time, which I really will doubt for the rest of this weekend, I will make probably 2 more, maybe 3 more is it worth it PSA videos, and we'll go from there. I do have some ideas for some of my cards, but we'll see. Right now, I just gotta get all this organized. So thank you for going through my lot poll with me. I haven't opened these packs. I'm kind of tempted not to. I do need to do some research before I open these. They do vary. There's a Roaring Skies pack, which I have no idea what could possibly be in it. I have some Evolutions packs. And then I also have a Steam Siege, which, I mean, I've watched Leonhardt, and he doesn't ever seem happy to get Steam Siege, so this probably isn't anything good in here. I have Fates Collide, which sounds cool. Breakpoint, which also sounds cool, which looks like an older pack. And Roaring Skies. I guess Breakpoint isn't an older pack because this XY thing I know is like on some of my newer cards. Yeah, if you're like me in my situations where this is more of like a side gig instead of your main gig, I would suggest, from my experience now, is trying to avoid all these small cards. I mean, it's been cool for the videos and the research doing these random lot pulls and seeing what you get and going down memory lane and seeing the new Pokemon, but if you are like me to where you're kind of just in it for the money, it makes more sense to just spend a little time on Facebook Marketplace and eBay and try and pull off PSA cards or cards that should be PSA rated that are worth a lot. And that's what my series Is It Worth PSA Rating should come in handy with. But still, you run the risk on eBay, if someone sells a card that isn't PSA rated and they say, oh, it should get an 8 to a 10 and it only gets a 7, sometimes a 7 to an 8, you just lost a lot of money, and you were supposed to get an 8, but they didn't take the time to PSA rate it. And it's fine. And it's the reason why they may not is because they may not want to wait, and also they don't understand the process. The PSA process is kind of confusing if you've never done it. I haven't done it, but I've looked at it quite a bit, watched quite a few videos on it. I'm fairly certain I 100% understand it now, but it is kind of a mess in my opinion. It would be awesome if there was more PSA places like around the nation, but I think there's only like one headquarter building where they just have everything mailed to them. And then I think Beckett, I guess if I can find out where Beckett is or if PSA has a place close to me, I'd rather just take my cards to them instead of mail it to them if you're lucky enough to have that situation. Save you some money. For now, that's it. If you are tracking the giveaway, it's still going on, but we have to hit 50 subscribers. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch all my other videos and see what I'm talking about in regards to free Pokemon card giveaways. If you don't like those cards that I've chosen, maybe we can work something out, and you can pick one of the other cards that you've seen, and we can see if I can do that card as a giveaway. So if you see something else you like that you'd rather see as a giveaway, let me know, and we'll try and work with you with that. So yeah, help me hit 50 subs, and we'll give away some Pokemon cards. Thanks and enjoy.